Now I'm going to turn the meeting back over to Julie.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for a wonderful array of table topics. And now I'd like to have Peter Ash give the evaluation of Bob. And first I'd like to tell you about what Peter Ash told me about one of his journeys. He and Leslie have been to very many memorable places worldwide, but the one that sticks out in his mind was in Mangandala Bay, Baja California. There was a gray whale calf that swam up to them. They were on this little skiff, and the calf swam up to them and was giving them little kisses. So I always love it when the animals interact with people and are not afraid to get hurt. So that sounds like a wonderful experience. Peter Ash, thank you so much.
First, may I have the time, please?
The time was 8 minutes and 10 seconds.
Was what?
8 minutes and 10 seconds.
Okay, that is within the grace period. It's supposed to be 6 to 8 minutes, so it could go up to 8 minutes and 30 seconds. Let me recall the objectives of this speech. There are two overarching objectives. First one is to draw entertaining material from sources other than your own personal experience. Well, Bob is not a young man, but I don't think that he personally experienced the life of John Adams, so it certainly fits there. The second objective is to adapt your material to suit your topic, your own personality, and the audience. Well, I think you did present it in a way that represents your own personality. You're an engineer, and you're basically hearing the facts and you lay them out one after the other. And that gives us a good overview of who John Adams was and what he accomplished. But it's difficult thing in talking about history, I think, is to make it exciting. And I think you could have looked for the personal anecdote, particularly to open things up. And your speech is very soft, and you need to hold you're holding your mic very close to you, and but not close enough. Just another inch or so closer. You came out front. You had addressed the audience, and you made that connection. But you have to, I think, make your subject more human. You have to tell the human story more to make it an even better speech. So, thank you, Bob. Madam Toast-Answer.
Thank you so much. Okay, and now, Sandy, can you tell us about the time for the session?
Is the next person supposed to be the grammarian report?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes.
Chris.
Chris?
Yep, sure. So, pretty good meeting. I'll first go over the filler words, and then I'll talk about the word of the day. So Julie was clean. Leslie, 1 Peter Ash, 7 ums and ahs. Bob, 1 ah at the beginning of your speech. Al was clean. Echo was clean. Aileen, 2 ums. Brendan, 1 like. Nicolette, 3 ums. Ramiro, 1 Barry, 9 ums and ahs. Sandeep, 23 ums and ahs, and 3 you knows. And Mark was clean. The word of the day was used by 3 people: Julie, Al, and Brendan. That's it.
Thank you so much. And now, Sandeep, can you tell us about the time?
Yep, sure. So in terms of time, I think everyone did well, except Chris. You were at 1 minute and 30 seconds, so you're 30 seconds below your allotted time. And Bob, you were 10 seconds above the allotted time. Apart from that, everyone was good.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. And now, Mickey, would you like to do the general evaluation?
Sure.
And Mickey shared with me about how she went to Bali with her Australian in-laws. She had a wonderful experience and it was very special to her.
Thank you. Bali was incredibly interesting, and one of the things that I experienced there is going to Kakadu Park, which is in the northern part of Australia, and it's owned by the Aborigine people, and part of it is rented to the government, to the Australian government, and the other half of it is populated by Aborigine people. And if you want to go to the part where the Aborigine people live, you have to have a special permit to go there. It's absolutely fascinating place. So my job is as a general evaluator of the meeting. It started on time, although there were people that came in a bit late. Barry Court was welcomed back, and Mark Way was mentioned as the District B chairperson. Julie followed through beautifully. You have a nice smile, and you're pleasant to look at and listen to. Leslie took the place of Liana and spoke very interestingly about animal rehab in Africa. Al Davis was great with posing the many questions to participants, and they were good questions and very interesting comments from the people who answered them. Bob Avalone used a screen to punctuate the different parts of his speech, and I thought that was great because you look to see where you are going in the speech. Peter Ash gave a good evaluation and some suggestions to Bob about bringing in something humorous about John Adams. And I suppose there are many things humorous about John Adams, but I don't know anything about them. I thought Brendan was very good with speaking about y'all. I thought that was terrific. And so overall, I think it was a great meeting, and it's a pleasure to listen to everyone.
Thank you so much, Nikki. And now we'll have Robert discuss the upcoming meeting.
Try to do it, yeah. Okay, we have 2 openings for speaking next week if anybody wants to volunteer. Otherwise, I'll propose an idea. And usually what we do is we extend table topics. When we miss one speaker, we're missing 2 speakers. We make it very cumbersome. So what I'm thinking is maybe we could have say 4 table topics arbitrarily and have a person to evaluate each table topic. In other words, 1, 2, 3, 4 evaluator to evaluate the 4 table topic speakers. Because I think evaluating spontaneity is as important as evaluating one of the speeches that have been thought about, put together, and so forth. Because God knows, most of the time we have to speak ad lib, and we're confronted with questions, and we don't necessarily know how well we do. But that's one of the most important parts of our life, how we do when we're confronted. Anyway, that's a proposal. How does our president feel about that idea?
Well, what I have written down, Mr. Eisenberg, our VP of Education, was 2 things.
Okay?
Next week, before the meeting, we have a board meeting.
Okay.
So everybody is invited. If you're a board member, raise your hand. Just kind of look around the room. These are the folks that do the work behind the scenes. And we're always hungry for participation. That's open to any member to join us. It's right here in this room from what time? 10:45 to 11:45. The second thing I had written down, Bob, was that Chris was going to be the speaker and we were going to do the around the room evaluation style.
Except Chris is,
Yeah, I canceled.
he can't speak.
So,
As I mentioned, there are 2 polls.
okay. So those are my notes, but I defer to you. I think certainly I'll volunteer to be a speaker, much in the way our contests are run, like you have volunteered your time for the benefit of the membership.
Succinctly, are you saying that you'll fill in one of the speeches next week?
I will if need be, but I want to defer to the
It's wide
members
open.
who are hungry. We've had many people say, oh, I want to speak, I want to speak. So Ramiro?
Yes, that was a good one.
I prefer to defer to our members who are
You
hungry.
could have 2. You could have
So Ramiro, but anybody else?
Sandy?
I won't be here next week, actually.
Does anybody else want the opportunity to speak? I'm just going to be the fallback person. So why don't you put it down for Ramiro and have me as a backup, and we'll still extend it to members because I really want to make sure everybody gets a chance to.
So are you saying you will speak next week or you won't?
I will.
I will do it.
Oh, Peter's.
Oh, I'm sorry, Brandon.
I have a suggestion. I've been wanting to do, I think I did, last speech I did, it was somewhat partly improvised. I've been wanting to do improvised speech for a long time and to be evaluated on it. But your idea of having the table topics, I would do a speech, but it would be improvised. But I would like an evaluator.
So you are saying that you will fill in the spot and you'll do a
Yes.
speech? Okay. So because
And I have an evaluator.
down as close.
That's fine with me, I yield.
Okay. So to be clear, the speakers are Brendan and Ramiro.
And who would like to go first?
We'll figure that out.
I was going to say second.
I have
The stop now card.
I have you down as general evaluator and now getting to lead it.
Oh,
Oh,
Well, I can take either one.
so I'll be first then.
well, you have Peter. You said you would, Robert, you had Peter.
Now Peter can go.
Who can go. So you can have Peter and Brendan the speaker, and Ramiro can hold his GE position that he already signed up
He
for.
said he wanted to speak. No? I thought he said he wanted to speak.
And that was before he knew
He
he
was
was going to
saying
be
in addition to
He
his
wanted-
GE role,
Oh,
because
he'd
he thought
rather,
you were
he'd
desperate.
rather be general evaluator? Is that what you're telling me? Fine, I'll put him back.
I could be general evaluator if you
No,
want
you,
me to speak.
come on, guys.
Come on. All right.
No, it was,
Who are we electing as dictator? Stand up and declare how it's going to be.
Ramiro is the general evaluator. Peter can be another speaker if he wants to.
Ramiro's the general evaluator. Brendan has spoken. You are now commanded
I
to
will be
come.
the other second speaker.
Peter Ash will be the second
Speaker
speaker.
number 1.
Brendan will be the number 1 speaker. And I command you to have a fantastic lunch today. That is all. Time is up. Thank you, everyone.
Can you tweet that?
You don't have the agenda for next week, my friend.
Oh, like I said, keep talking.
Okay. Sergeant of Arms, Peter Ash. Peter?
Yes.
Okay. President Rob?
Yes.
Okay. TM Toastmaster Al Davis?
Just did it recently.
So?
And I'll do it again.
Okay. Grammarian, Mickey.
Okay.
So a joke, I have Sandeep, but he won't be here, right? Okay. Aline?
I can't, I will be out.
You will be here?
Will not.
Will not. Julie?
I won't be here.
I'll volunteer, but I unfortunately was late today because unfortunately right now priorities is that I have to be at.
I have you down as table topics. Which would you rather do?
Table topics next week?
Next week.
Next week?
Which would you rather?
I don't care either one, it's fine. I'll stay with table.
Be a dictator.
Stay with table topics.
Well done.
Okay. So Joe? Bobby?
Sure.
So the first speaker is
Brendan?
Brendan. No, it's not. You're the second speaker. First
Oh.
speaker.
Oh, come on.
Oh, okay.
I think the first speaker is Peter. No? Isn't that how it felt?
You should do an honor seniority.
I think it's Peter.
Flip a coin.
Be a dictator, please.
You can work it out later. Just
Okay.
What you said,
Practice it.
Peter's first, I'm second.
Okay, evaluator for Peter, I'll take it. Evaluator for Brendan, Roth.
Okay.
Okay, table topics, Liana,
Yep.
and G. Romero.
Sure.
Okay,
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
that was messy.
Now for some delicious food.
Yes.